What's happening, folks? Gerald here, aka JPhone90, back at you guys with another reaction. This one is for the Beatles Boys from their debut album, Please Please Me. Okay, so you guys haven't seen it yet because I haven't released it yet because I'm still doing the editing. It was a longer filmed video, even though I don't know how long the finished product will be, but I did film my album review of the first Beatles album, and I'm also filming the second one soon as well. I just haven't released it yet, but something very fun from that, I had never heard Ringo Starr's voice before the song Boys on that first album. I had a realization Ringo's voice might be my personal preferred voice of the four Beatles, you know? And it's like, I would have never thought, I guess I never really thought about what he sounded like, really. But, his voice is so soulful. It's so, man, and I will say this song ended up being one of my favorite songs from that first album. And a little spoiler about the review, I enjoyed the album. I gave it a passing grade. So, but I go into track by track, my thoughts track by track and everything. So, but Boys was one of my favorites, if not maybe my favorite. So, this is a segment from their film 8 Days a Week, the touring years. And I feel that eventually I'm going to probably watch that whole thing too. Maybe I'll do a whole video reaction one. But I will say I've come up with an idea that when I do movies, tours, documentaries, all that, that's going to probably be either Patreon or the version on my channel is going to be real chopped up, and the full thing will be on Patreon because that's a lot of time and a lot of editing space to do with the full videos. So I'm figuring that part out yet. But yeah, I'm excited. I just YouTube searched if there was a live performance for Boys because I wanted to do another Beatles reaction today. So this came up, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to hear Ringo sing this song live. So before we get to that, please subscribe. Please ring that bell for notifications. Got videos coming for you. We shooting for every single day. The goal for getting to June 1st is 1,000. And we are pretty close to that. We are pretty close. And you could make the difference in that. So I'd really appreciate it. And again, shout out to the Beatles fans like I've been doing, just because you guys have really been helping me out with this journey. And I appreciate it. You guys have been appreciating my journey and everything. That I'm starting from the beginning and all that. Like, you know, Hey Jude and all that. That's going to come later. That's going to come later. I'm going to earn it. So we start from the beginning here. Anyway, without further ado, the Beatles Boys.
Here they are, the Beatles! Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Tom. Singing a song called Boys, Ringo!
Come on, Ringo. Play it, man. Okay, I'm blown away. I am blown away. This is everything. Oh my goodness. So much energy. I love it. This is my favorite song from the album. Spoiler. and I love the album. It's a very good album, but this energy, and Can't Buy Me Love, it's that energy. I love it. But then I'm loving seeing him sing it and playing the drums at the same time. Back to it. Oh, that was the Hollywood Bowl. Oh man, I love that. I was wondering if that was the Hollywood Bowl. Love it, love it, love it. Ugh. See, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I started this from the beginning because I feel like this is the type of song I would have probably missed. I probably would have never found if I did not start with the Beatles album #1 and listening to every single song on that album. And I love that. As of right now, of all the Beatles reactions and then the album too, that might be my favorite Beatles song so far. Again, for those of you who don't know, this might be your first Beatles video of mine. I'm very new to the Beatles catalog, very new. Like there's certain songs I know, "Can't Buy Me Love," but I'm more familiar with John and Paul McCartney's solo work, and they're non-Beatles songs basically. But that, oh, I'm all about that. That was great. Oh my goodness. So below, it might take a minute to get to there, but just from an opinions place, how do y'all feel about Ringo? Ringo in the mix, and Ringo for his solo work outside of the Beatles, but then also other songs with the Beatles that I can look forward to coming up and all that you would recommend later. That I'm probably going to get to on albums to come later. So let's talk about Ringo in the comments below. This was my very first time ever hearing Ringo's voice. Ever. When I pushed play on this album when I was getting my review ready. Like I said, you're not going to see my first listens to these songs in my review because for me, with giving an album a review and all that, I like to say it's a 2-day process. I have to replay them, and that's the song I was the most excited to go back to, and then "Can't Buy Me Love" too. That's also I just keep that great one. Anyway, "Twist and Shout" as well. Their cover of "Twist and Shout." Whew, gotta calm down there. That got me all hyped up. Oh, love it. So thank you guys for watching, boys and girls, men and women, them and they. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. Please share it with your fellow Beatle fans and with your fellow Beatle fan friends, I should say. And, please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We got a lot of Beatles to get through. And I'm not worried about it. That I'm not threatened by that. Already I'm a huge fan. I'm a fan of many artists, many bands, many groups that were around in that time. And I know how they released albums back then. Sometimes you got 3 to 4 albums in a year. Sometimes you got a whole bunch of singles that don't make it on the albums. I appreciate that a lot of Beatle fans let me know that that's the case with them, where like their biggest hits were not even album songs, that they were singles and then put on compilations and things. So anyway, that doesn't bother me is my point. Just gives me more to do. Gives me more to do and more to learn. So, and I like that. I really like that. And I like this process. And I like documenting this process. It's been very helpful for me. Been going through some things. So I need this, and I need you. So, with all that said, if you'd like to follow me on my social media, that information is below. If you would like to donate to my channel, to me personally, that information is below as well. I would really appreciate that. Again, it's a mess in life right now, but right here, I love to do it, and I appreciate doing it, so that would mean a lot. But more than anything else, please take care of yourself and each other.